World, welcome back to Razor RC. Today we're doing a little video about the 5 best upgrades for your Traxxas Maxx. If you've been following my channel for a while, you may have seen a bunch of other videos about the Traxxas Maxx, some fixes, tuning tips, some bashing videos and stuff. And I just want to cover what I found to be the 5 best upgrades for mine, fix some of the problems that I didn't really like about it, design-wise, durability-wise, etc. And so we're going to cover that real quick. So first off is actually nothing for the car or truck itself, but actually an upgrade for your radio. So it comes with the TQI standard Traxxas radio. It's an okay radio. Actually has a lot of functionality, a good foam steering wheel, decent decent handle. Feels okay in the hand, but the one upgrade I highly recommend is get this, the Traxxas Link. So this little plug-in chip for your radio allows you to use your phone as a display to make the adjustments to this radio. Out of the box, it really just has 2 dials, one for steering trim and one that you can program to do different things. The multi-function knob. It's normally used for the TSM, and then like an LED that flashes, but really hard to program. Actually doesn't even program correctly. Things like steering endpoints and stuff. I actually have a video talking about how to calibrate the steering and ESC on your Traxxas vehicle, so check that out. But if you get the Traxxas Link, it makes life 1,000 times easier. It costs about $35–40, not a whole lot of money, but definitely turns this radio from kind of a below average radio in my opinion into probably the best RTR radio on the market. So get that, definitely well worth the few dollars to purchase that. Second up is actually a fix for the vehicle. The one major weakness of this truck is the fans. The fans just do not last. One big jump and you basically break the stock fans on the ESC and the motor. There are some different fixes for it, but I just highly recommend picking up a new fan. I'm actually running an aluminum Protec fan. A lot more durable, really have had no issues since I've mounted that on. Any sort of high quality aftermarket fan will work fine. That just happens to be the one I'm using. And the ESC on mine was the first one to go out, and then the motor fan went out not much longer after that. So I have a video about how to fix this fan. Other people are doing different things with the stock fans, but in my opinion, the stock fans are pretty cheap, pretty low quality, and I think it's well worth upgrading the fans. Third up is going to be the tires. So the stock tires on the Traxxas Maxx are these little guys right here. Decent tires, kind of an all-purpose type tire, which basically means they don't work particularly well in any particular environment. So these are the stock tires. I highly recommend getting these. These are the Proline Badlands. These are the original style, part number 1178, and they're a little bit different size than some of the other Badlands. So these are 2.72 wide by 58.85 tall. So they make 2 styles of Badlands. These are the original style, mounted to 3.8-inch wheels, 17mm hex. So these are the tires to get. They pretty much mount up exactly the same as the stock tires, keep the same width, but have these nice little knobbies that grip loose traction type surfaces a lot better than the stock tires. Stock tires are okay for the street, grass, just general purpose terrain, but if you're running in really loose dirt, I highly recommend getting a set of these, the Proline Badlands. So a really nice upgrade for your Traxxas Maxx, give you a lot more traction and definitely well worth it. Fourth up is a new part on the market, and it is 8940X, and you're probably wondering, what is 8940X? Well, it's actually an upgrade for the hinge pins. So the Traxxas Maxx uses these screw-in style hinge pins. Been around on Traxxas vehicles for about 20 years. I think their current Rustler and Bandit still come with these. Problem with those little hinge pins is that they're screw-in type. They're not captured, so they can back out on their own. Generally, after a day of hard bashing, I'll find that about half of them have actually backed out a little bit. So these are, I think, hardened also as well. So they're captured and hardened. Basically, just have a little cap that goes over them on the steering knuckles, and then for the ones here on the chassis itself, or out here on the top of the steering links there. Basically use another button head screw to capture those pins. So they're just straight pins, hardened, and they won't unscrew or fall out by themselves. So it's really funny because the Traxxas Maxx, you can tell, was designed for these. you know, out of the box, they already have these holes for these little set screws. They already have holes for these little captured retainers. And so it's clear Traxxas designed this vehicle to have these hinge pins, but for whatever reason, they didn't ship them with them. You have to spend another 27 bucks, get those captured hinge pins, and then, you know, you'll have Traxxas Maxx the way it should have come from the factory. So I think it's well worth getting those. I hate those little screw-in style hinge pins because they tend to back out. These add a little more durability and they won't fall out on their own. And the last upgrade I recommend is getting rid of those stupid little inserts on the tires, the skinny little axles, and getting these. These are standard 17mm stub axles. These come from the e-Revo. Mount right on, keep the same geometry, and then allow you to use any sort of 17mm hex without having to use little plastic blue inserts. So yeah, that's pretty much it. 5 must-have upgrades for your Traxxas Maxx. Address a lot of the basic problems, you know, I found with the Traxxas Maxx, and I think you'll enjoy those if you pick those up. So anyways, thanks for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, hit the add notifications button if you want to see more videos and get notified when I release new stuff. And thanks for watching. Take care.